Hello Taurus, Elsie here to do a reading for you. It is a bonus read, my friends. How are you? Thank you so much, Bull Gang, for clicking here. I do appreciate you. Just thought I'd come by and give you a bonus read, tell you thank you for all of the ways that you've been loving on me on this channel this week. I've been going through the comments, trying to get through them. I appreciate all of them, and I will look at every one of them. So Taurus, here we are. We're just going to use a tarot deck. That's what we're going to do. So if you've been here before to the bonus read, you'll know that I don't date or time them. They're going to come up when they come up. It could be today, tomorrow, could be 3 years from now. Who knows? Take it all as it resonates. Okay? I'm reading for a lot of energy, so take it all as it resonates, my love. Here we go. Let's find out what's going on with Taurus. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is a bonus read for you, Taurus. Tell me about Taurus, please. What does Taurus need to know? Taurus. So it looks like you've got some sort of a big idea to move on here. That's what it looks like. I want to say that there's almost like a childlike curiosity. That's what I'm getting from the Page of Swords. It's like excited to move on to new things, right? New futures, new people, right? And I feel like you're really prepared for it. I want to say you're really ready to face any challenges head on that are coming here. We've got the 6 and the 1 is 7, right? You don't know what's coming up. You can't see it. It's concealed from you, right? You don't know what's coming up in the future, but I feel like you are ready. You're ready to move on now, to disconnect from the chaos, whatever the choppy waters are to you, and it's time to take the things that you've learned from that cycle and move forward here. So please don't forget those lessons so you don't repeat the patterns, right? Tell me more. Tell me more about Taurus, please. I've got the 6 of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. Taurus, I feel like there is a connection here that we're talking about. This is somebody that you've known for a long time, whether they are, someone who you're romantically connected to, a family friend, a best friend, whatever it is. It's somebody that you've known for a while. It could be a family member as well, right? We've got the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. I want to say that somebody's not being very forthright with you, Taurus. They're not being either it's not honesty that they're giving you. Like, I feel like they're not giving you as much as you're giving them. I want to say that you're the one that's putting it all in, and they're giving you a very little bit. So I don't know who this is to you, but the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse is telling me, I'm not going to beg. I'm not going to beg for your attention. Like, I feel like that's your energy, Taurus. I'm not going to beg for your attention. I'm not going to chase you about. If you want my attention, you come get my attention. And the 6 of Pentacles is like, I'm tired of giving you more than you're giving me. I'm always putting in for you, and you're not putting in for me. We've got some interesting energy here. Tell me about where you're going to, Taurus. Where are you going to? Tell me about Taurus. Got the 3 of Swords. I feel like the reason that you're leaving is because a cycle has ended and it's time for healing. So we do have 6, 7, and 3 is 10, right? It feels like there's a really tough cycle that you're just getting out of here. And it almost feels like, I just saw, Charlie showed me in my mind's eye, Charlie is my guide if you've never been here before, somebody limping away with a cane, and they're not someone who's elderly. It feels like it was a really tough cycle for you. I feel like there were things that you realized or that you found out, and that's what's making you move on. I feel like it's time to heal the broken heart, Taurus. It's time to stop looking back. I do see that the Page of Swords is looking back into the past, and so it's time to stop looking back there. If you're not going back there, then stop looking back there. And I know how hard it is to disconnect your energy, but I feel like whatever happened back here, Taurus, it feels like it was something that was tragic. Like, it feels like it was something that you didn't want to happen. You didn't want it to end. It feels like a betrayal. Somebody didn't check with you first, maybe didn't, ask you questions before they broke your heart. I feel like that we're looking at swords, so somebody was up in their head. They weren't really telling you what they were doing next. We do have the 7 of Pentacles and the Judgment card. Yeah, so I feel like, Taurus, you had to make a decision here. You had to make a decision that it's time to move forward, and I don't think you wanted to make the decision. I don't think you wanted to make it because I feel like you didn't want to leave somebody back there. In fact, I feel like even though you're putting on a brave face and telling everybody, oh, I just want the new, I feel like the tragedy of it is that you can't cut yourself away from the past, and that's going to take time. Give yourself time to do that. The Judgment card is here, and I feel like you will come to life again. You know what? I feel like the Judgment card is telling me, like, you'll rise like the phoenix. Like you've been in worse spots, Taurus, I want to say. The Seven of Pentacles is telling me you're not going to stop working. You're not going to stop working on yourself. You're not going to stop you're not going to stop working hard here. You're not going to stop making decisions just because this cycle didn't work out for you. I feel like it's almost like a speed bump, I want to say. The Seven of Pentacles is about throwing the seeds of intention and watching them grow. So I want to say that even after this cycle ends, which is really painful for you, whoever turned their back on you or lied to you, or it was deception, somebody betrayed you here. And they may have betrayed you with money. It could be that for some of you. That's only for a few of you. But I feel like with the Seven of Pentacles, it tells me that you've finally taken another path. You're looking at this, taking one last look at this Three of Swords and saying, I got to throw my seeds of intention elsewhere. It's time for you to do something that is for you, right? It's time for you to make a decision that is going to be for you, Taurus. What is this over here? It's like you're not begging. You're like, I'm not going to beg you for your attention. You want my attention, you come see me. It's like you've known this person long enough by now. They should know you by now, Taurus, that you're not going to chase them. Now look, Taurus, people get confused because you are the overgiver, but you're not going to chase somebody for their time. You're not going to beg them to put in as much as you're putting in. I feel like there is somebody out here that I'm connecting with that is in this situation, whether it's a friendship or a love relationship. It feels like you think it's going great because you're putting in, you're the overgiver. You keep giving and giving and giving, and this other person keeps taking. The Six of Pentacles in the reverse, they keep taking without pouring back into you like you're pouring into them. Tell me about this, please, for Taurus. We've got the Magician. They think that money is magic. It feels like it's like whatever they need. Yeah, there it is. The Queen of Pentacles, right? She's the one that is practicing to be the Empress, right? She's definitely the overgiver, the scheduler. She runs the house, the CEO of the home. Like it feels like this person feels like money or whatever you bring to the table just drops out of the air because you're always anticipating everybody's needs. So I feel like it's they think you're magic. It's like you have the ability to anticipate the needs of the people around you, whether they're friends or family members or somebody that you're entangled with emotionally. And I feel like this person is just taking it all for granted. Meanwhile, you're putting in all this hard work. I feel like you're the one, and from your side, it might look like everything's grand. Or maybe it did for a while until you realize that this person isn't really putting in as much effort, as much money, as much time. It's like you call them and they're too busy for you, or you really need them and they can't come over because they're too busy for you. They won't return a text. That's what it feels like here. Tell me more. I've got the World card. I think you're done with this. I feel like, unfortunately, this is a situation that I think you're done with. I feel like it's time for you to realize that this person isn't the type of person who is going to give back to you. They are a taker. And that's why givers have to limit themselves, because they are a taker. And I want to say that you are, with the Magician next to the Queen of Pentacles, but by magic, it seems. Like you're the master manifester, right? She's holding a pentacle. You're great with your manifestation. So whatever you ask for in this energy of the pre-Empress, right? Whatever you ask for arrives. And so somebody here that lives with you, that you love as a family member or a friend or a lover, somebody here gets the advantages of all of that. But understand, they're not putting in their effort. They're not putting in anything for you, and you're the one that was putting in the effort for everyone. So I feel like the World card is here. It feels like it's time to step through this. These things have come full circle here. There's nothing left for you to do here. It's time for you to step through this this portal here to the next level. I'm going to say this chapter is closed. The chapter of you giving too much to everybody has got to close. Tell me about this Judgment card, please. I feel like you had to make a decision here to move along. I know I'm going along with two different reads here. That's what it looks like, right? So take it as it resonates for you. Tell me about the Judgment card. Tell me what made you make this decision to go away. I mean, these two could be related as well, right? There could be somebody who you have been giving all of your all to, and they've been giving you nothing, and then finally they betray you by maybe possibly just moving along. I feel like there is there's something that you find out about somebody. That's what it feels like. Something that you dig up, that you find out, something someone tells you. I don't think you're around there digging up dirt on anybody. That's not what I'm saying. I feel like it's something that you either hear or you realize or somebody tells you, and that's why you're leaving. Tell me about the Judgment card. Tell me what this is about. We've got the Nine of Wands, we've got the Devil, and we've got the Ten of Wands. Yeah, it was totally weighing you down. I really do feel that somebody exposed someone else, or something was exposed, or something's about to be exposed. Look, this doesn't have to be in real time, right? Something is about to be exposed by someone that you know, Taurus. It's someone who has been hiding something under the surface and not telling anybody about it. It feels like it's probably an addiction that they've been holding on to for a really long time. It's been causing issues with everyone in their family, right? Everyone that they know. This person is a wounded warrior, and I want to say if they do have an addiction, if they are somebody who is dealing with life that way, it's because they have trauma. The wounded warrior is the one who's been through a lot of traumatic things, right? They've carried, that's why they're wounded, right? They carry a lot of trauma from the past. And so I want to say that the reason that you had to go is because whatever you found out here with the Page of Swords energy, whatever message came to you, whatever you dug up, it's about the devil. It's about doubt or a realization that somebody has some sort of an addiction. Tell me more about this. We've got the Star, we've got the Queen of Swords, and the Two of Cups. Here you are on your way to better things, I want to say. The Queen of Swords tells me that finally when you found out this information, you had to liberate the situation. Because the Queen of Swords has to have justice, right? She is justice. She's Libra, right? So she has to have justice. She must be totally honest with herself and with other people. And I feel like you came to either a realization or you found out this information and you're like, look, this is what I've got to do. I've got to go. It's time for me to go and find what I deserve, because I feel like the Star is here, and I want to say that you are healing yourself, getting better balance, being honest with yourself and other people, and I feel like you are disconnecting from somebody here who has some type of hold. There's an attachment to this person. So whether it's trauma or an addiction or something like that, it feels like there's you can no longer deal with this person. No. And I feel like for some of you, you were in love with this person. Or you loved them. Like we do have the Two of Cups here. It could be romantic love, but two people have to agree to it, right? So I feel like it's you finally get your justice by standing up and being counted and saying, look, I can't allow you to treat me like this anymore. It might be this that we're talking about too. These could be two separate things though. Tell me more about this. Whoops. Tell you what, I cannot hold my cards today. Okay. Tell me more about this. So what happens after the World card? Because you're closing a chapter on some sort of long-term friendship or loveship. And I feel like you've been manifesting this for a long time, but I think as you do, you move to everything really slowly, right? Yeah, I feel like you start with making distance between you. That's what it looks like. Oh, interesting. Got the King and the Queen of Swords here. But I feel like what you do, Taurus, is you don't just slam the door on someone's face and give them what for. I feel like you start to create distance between you and them. The Four of Pentacles tells me that you shut off, you shut down, you stop answering texts. You're sort of dealing with it in a pentacle way, logically, practically, right? You start looking at the situation for what it is. I do feel that this person is probably going to come back round again and ask for your forgiveness with the Knight of Cups here. I feel like they are going to come back around and they're going to express how much they love you or express their feelings to you. And it feels like it could be coupled with some sort of an apology here. But I think you've already closed the door. I feel like this person I want to say that they have all of the right words, Taurus. So they're going to use every verbal command or every verbal thing that they can in order to get you back. That's what it feels like. Because look, but once Taurus closes the door, it's closed. It's probably that you've hung around this whole situation, whatever it is, for many years, hoping that somebody would catch on, or that the person who is ever the Six of Cups is, that person would realize that you were giving and giving and giving. But Taurus, you got to stop doing it, because people will just take. They're not going to notice that you're gone until you're actually gone. And then all of a sudden they start telling you, but I love you. But where are you going? I love you. They start being really honest with you about their feelings. But it's too little too late, I think, because this World card is here. Yeah, you're on your way. The Wheel of Fortune, High Priestess, and the Ace of Wands. You're on your way, Taurus. You're doing your thing. I feel like somebody here has been very dishonest with you. They didn't tell you something that I feel was very paramount to the relationship you had with them, whether it's friends or family or a loved one. I feel like they didn't tell you something, and it changed everything. And it's very deeply rooted in the devil energy, which I feel is, once you found this out, that there's no way you can fix anybody who has an addiction, who has low self-esteem, who is in doubt of themselves. Something has a hold on them and they're not able to move forward. I think this is someone that you love, but I think that that even though they're saying to you, Taurus, you're the star, you know that you've got to go. I know this is a confusing time. That's what it looks like here. We've got the Three of Wands. The ships that are coming in is some sort of an apology, right? So that's what we have here, some sort of an apology. And so I feel like that's what's happening here. I was feeling that already with the Knight of Cups, that somebody is going to try and come back and ask you for your forgiveness, and they're going to say all the right things, Taurus. Look, I love you. I just want to be with you forever. Or I'm really sorry. I know you're my sister, or you're my brother, or whatever it is. They're going to use all the kindest words they can to apologize. But I think it just creates more confusion, to be honest, because this person, until you walked away, they weren't interested, right? Yeah, that's what it looks like. I think you've had some sort of a realization that it's time to go over more of the details. Like, it feels like this could have been someone you lived with. The Four of Wands is in the reverse. It could be someone you lived with and you kicked out of your house. Somebody who, I don't know who the somebody is, but it feels like you carried on like this for a really long time with the Knight of Pentacles here. It's time for you to expand. It's time for you to do your own things, Taurus. I'm just going to leave that there. Like I said, this could be two separate readings. It could be one reading. Take it as it resonates for you. I'm going to go, Taurus. Thank you so much for being here. Love you guys, and I'm out for now. Take care. Bye-bye.